There are many, many products that are now sitting on the shelf of a laboratory that have the potential to cure many incurable diseases. So the Center for Definitive and Curative Medicine wants to bridge these two words and bring them together to cure patients with incurable diseases.
So the goal of genome editing is really to allow us to change the DNA sequence of the patient's own cells from a sequence that causes disease to a sequence that does not cause disease. The way the CRISPR system works is it has a protein, and the protein is the scissors that's going to make the break. But the scissors don't know where to go. And so what we do is we complex the protein with a small RNA molecule called a guide RNA molecule. And the guide tells the scissors where to go. And then what we do is we give the cell another piece of DNA, and the cell uses that DNA as a template. It makes a copy of that DNA and then pastes the copy into the break. So we sort of trick the cell into fixing the break, but also putting in new changes while it fixes the break. There's hundreds of different genetic diseases that affect the blood and immune system. And so, in principle, the gene editing system I've described could be a cure for all of these diseases. And the first one that we're testing it on is a disease called sickle cell anemia or sickle cell disease. But of course, there's genetic diseases of other tissues. Cystic fibrosis is one of the big ones. And so now what we're thinking about in the lab is how do we take what we've learned from doing genome editing of blood stem cells and apply it to the stem cells of the lung. And if we can learn how to apply it to the stem cells of the lung, maybe we can figure out how to apply it to the stem cells of the brain and treat genetic diseases of the brain.
The diseases that we can cure today with stem cell and gene therapy, we can count them on our two hands. But the technology we have in the lab can potentially cure hundreds, thousands of diseases. And the Center for Definitive and Curative Medicine wants to say to these parents, we will make it before it's too late for you.